wonderful people, welcome back. This is Annebaks, your fashion entrepreneur. I say welcome back to my channel if you are one of my subscribers, and if you're new to this channel, I say welcome. I love you for stopping by, and I hope you will subscribe after this video. Yesterday I went for my second dose vaccination. Have you gotten yours? If you've not, please do. I encourage you that you do. Your health is very important, because health is actually wealth. It's when you are alive that you can be thinking of your purpose, or you can be thinking of chasing money. So today I'm going to be talking about a very sensitive issue that affects women, because they are the bulk of it, which is miscarriage. And if you're a woman, you've had one or two miscarriage, you've had one miscarriage, or you know someone that has had a miscarriage, or you're planning, you just got married, and you are afraid that maybe down the line, maybe you might get it. No fear, you don't have control over that. And if you have had miscarriage, just like I have had, as I usually say, I will be talking from my own experience. I'm not an expert, I'm not in the medical field, but whatever I'm saying here in this platform will be basically from my own personal experience, and experiences from other stories that have read or heard from friends and family. And why did I bring up this sensitive topic today? Because it's a very sensitive topic that affects one or two women. I was going through my Facebook platform, and someone that I know and admire was talking about her experience of, she has two children, but the gap between the first and the second was very wild. She was just it was the boy's birthday, so she was just like praising the son and all that, and talking about her journey to the point of getting the second child, which eventually became a boy. And in that process of waiting, it's not as if she didn't get pregnant. She was having several miscarriages, and I'm going to link it to people's opinion. And she talked about, she had miscarriage, eventually God heard her prayer, and she got pregnant. She had this child, and when she gave birth to the child, based on the color of the child, and people started asking her question, why not? And it got me thinking, people just want to have an opinion over other people's life, which is I'm not saying it's totally wrong, but there should be like a line, a boundary, like you draw a line. There's a place of where your opinion matters. There's a place where you keep your opinion to yourself, and you just zip it. And why? And this also, it's sometimes these opinions are from people that you don't even know, you don't have any relationship with. And sometimes these opinions are from people within your circle of friends or loved ones. And sometimes this opinion, some might be genuine, some might be out of ignorance. If you've had a miscarriage, share your story in the comment section. And and if after you had the miscarriage you were fortunate enough to have another child, let's hear from you. And how did you take those opinions? Were those opinions positive, or were they negative? Or sometimes you might not see the opinion as negative, but it actually affects us. These opinions, sometimes we carry on that to say, oh, people's opinion doesn't affect me or matter to me. But in your subconscious, and you might not be thinking of it, you now start making decisions with that at the back of your mind. Sometimes those opinions actually shape the decisions that you make going on. Or sometimes unconsciously, if you do not check yourself, you find yourself living your life for people. And I encourage you, don't live your life for anybody. Do not live your life for anybody. The most important opinion in your life is the opinion about yourself, and it's the opinion about you from the Word of God. The Word of God is your standard. The Word of God is like your blueprint of who you are, and who you say you are is actually who you are. So you have to accept yourself. And as I said, I'm talking from experience. I had a miscarriage, and the opinion that came from that, some people go, see, if you are ignorant about some things, please, I'm so sorry to use the word, shut up. If you do not know how to comfort someone that is grieving, in any form of grieving, just shut your mouth. If it's, you mustn't say anything, you must not have an opinion over everything. Do you understand? You must not have an opinion over everything. And if you don't know what to say, how to comfort someone, just your presence alone is alone. You don't know how to say, because you are not in the person's shoes, so you do not know how the person feels. You do not know what the person is going through, because you've not gone through it. But if you've gone through it, your experience and your feeling and how you take issues differ from one human being to another human being. Do you understand? So in the place of comfort, and some people, either male or female, stop questioning a woman that has a miscarriage to ask, indirectly or directly blaming the woman for such a miscarriage. The woman, I don't think a woman would be pregnant and will purposefully want to terminate that pregnancy. Maybe some people do it for whatever reasons, fine, but there are some that it's whatever reason it is, maybe God did not allow that child to stay, had a miscarriage. Do not question the process of the miscarriage. If you know you can't comfort that woman, keep your mouth shut. If you know you don't have a word that comforts that, or that will soothe the woman's heart at that period, move away from such. Stop coming with your own toxicity and negativity in the environment of that woman. And if you're a woman, you've gone through miscarriage and you've not conceived yet, and I encourage you, God is on the throne. Your time again for another child would come. When mine came, I didn't even know that I was pregnant again after my miscarriage. God blessed me with another pregnancy just some months after the miscarriage. I wasn't even expecting it. And if you've had a miscarriage, please don't blame yourself. It has happened. Make sure that you are in a good state of heart, that the sanity of your mind is intact. Love yourself at this period of the waiting period. Don't be anxious within that waiting period to conceive. Have it in the back of your mind that God, that has given you the first one that you lost, for whatever reason that you lost that child, is going to give you, is going to crown you again with another pregnancy, with another child. But if peradventure that you did not get pregnant, maybe after waiting for some years, and you don't think you can wait anymore, you can adopt a child. I know in this African country, our community, adoption is not allowed, but you can do that. But in that period of waiting, be in a loving state of mind for yourself, not for anybody. Go in the mood of self-love. You come first. Your health comes first before you now accommodate any other child. Block away from any negativity around you. Those are things you have control over. What you don't have control over is you don't have control over people's opinion. So block your mind and your ears from people's side comments or whatever negative comments that they come with. You block your mind and do not respond, because such people, their opinion actually matters to them, and whatever they think or they say, they feel is right. So you don't give place for that negativity at all. What you don't have control over, you don't have control over when God will answer your prayer again. He will. Trust that He's a faithful God. Trust that He's a God that keeps to His word, and in His own time, the right time for you, you will conceive again. What you don't have control over, you don't have control over other people's comments, opinion, families, friends, or whatever, or the agitation, or when are you going to get pregnant again, you don't have control over. Block your mind off that and stay in a place of peace, stay in a place of joy, and stay in a place of rediscovering yourself, loving yourself while your womb is healing, your heart is healing, your mind is healing, your mental state is healing, and you are in a joyful place. And God, in his ultimate mercy, God that is a faithful God, because I know he's a faithful God, would answer you in due season. I hope this has helped one woman there. It has helped one family out there. I ask you to share. If you are not going through it, but you know someone that is going through it, I ask you to share, to like, to also comment, share your experience if you've had an experience like that, or share your experience if you've had someone that had an issue, or encourage someone. Let us women start encouraging other women, our fellow women, because all these comments or all these unsolicited opinions actually come from women. So let women start loving women. Let other women start encouraging other women, and being, start. Let's just keep the love growing. That's as much as I want to say this morning. I thank you for watching. I love you. Let each one teach one, and let's make Africa a peaceful place and a homely place to stay. Love you. See you in my next video.